Hello. The game is Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen. Just doing another beginner's guide. The one I did previously was for the normal races. I'm going to try to do the evil, dark, and elf races because they have two different starting areas. There was somebody who commented in one of my last videos. They were like, what about the caves? So I think they meant like, how do you get out of caves? It's a commonly asked question, and it's pretty simply answered. So I'm just going to do a quick video on the two, how to get out. And yeah, so I'll just get that started. Maybe I'll do a little bit of chitty chat at the end, but just to get the video going for people who want the information and going about their business, I'll get started. So right, I just made an ogre. I think mermen, the mer race and the ogre start here. I don't know if it's class specific. Like I don't know if dire lords start here. All dire lords are just evil races. But you start this cave, and so to get out, let's get our orientation. So west. West is the direction from all your trainers here you want to go. So if you go this way, and I explored this right before I did the video. So this was all new to me. I just ran around, figured it out, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize this was here. So if you go west, you'll see this necromancer trainer, and if you face north, that glowy cave entrance is the way out. Boom. That's it. That's done. If you're just looking for the way out of the cave, you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and you can be on your merry way. But I'll show you the rest, like how to get to town, and then do kind of a basic starter's guide. One of the first things you want to do in this game is C to con. Server's very laggy, by the way, and this morning I don't know what's going on, but white means evil. Even to you as level 1. Everything's going to be even. That's level 1. 2 will be yellow. So you only want to fight whites at level 1. You are going to get ripped up if you try to do anything but a white. Level 1 can be rough if you don't know what you're doing. Just go full bore on these guys. Whatever class you are, just dump everything you got into them to kill them. You do about 10 of them, you'll level up. Then it's much easier. Then you can just grind blues and greens even all the way up to level 7 if you want. You can just smash them over and over and over again very fast, get all the loot, and it's kind of an easy way to solo level. But level 1 really throws a lot of people off because you're fighting even con mobs with barely anything. So is he level 1? So yeah, so see how easy he defeated that? He just went full bore and threw all of his stuff at it, and it died. So easy peasy. So anyway, if you go north, sorry if I'm spinning around too much. If you go west, there's mobs over there. If you go south, there are more mobs that start getting aggressive as you go deeper. They'll attack you. Like when you're in this little starting area, they will attack you. But this guy, see it says red, prepared to attack. He will attack me if I get near him. What is interesting is I didn't realize this was the cave. People come in here to group, so they'll come in here and run this way, and they'll go down here. There's a big area over here with skeletons and stuff. If you go even further, there's a zone out point that takes you into the other zone. So this is like actually a shortcut to AVP. I didn't realize that this was the starting area. So anyway, trainers over there, necro guy over there, more mobs this way. If you want to just get out and get to town, you come this way. Now, if you're low level, you have to be careful. When I was exploring, I thought this starter area was someplace it wasn't, someplace else. I didn't realize it was right here in this cave system that they added. And there are higher level mobs right outside here, and there's aggro mobs, so you gotta be careful. Oh, good, it's daytime. So this had a wall here. There was this whole thing they added, this whole cave system. There was just a wall here. There was nothing here. And there's this little camp here. There was a rare spawn that could pop on this camp. I remember it had really good monk weapons. Like really good monk weapons. I'm sure all that's changed. So you want to stay away from these guys. What are they? Yeah, they're probably like level 3, 4, 5-ish. And they will attack you. So hug this wall. And then this, they're not the only problem. Save your sprint, because you might need it to get away. You got the skeleton camps right here. That's upper skeletons. That's the level 5, 6, 7 camps. So you got to run past these skeletons. Sprint past them. Ah, they're going to attack me. You know, if he gets me. And you just keep running north. Just keep running north. Don't sprint all your energy down, or it'll take longer to regen. And then just follow this path right into town. There's some guards here that'll save you. But that's nuts. They stuck you right next to the skeleton camps. Those skeleton camps, by the way, this is lower and that's upper. They're the first camps other than the level 3, 4 bandit camps. They're like usually the first camps people start grouping together at. So you want to solo, just grind on blue mobs, green mobs, light blue mobs until you're level 3, 4, 5, and then look for, just put your looking for group on, hit L, click looking for group. Now you're looking for group. See who else is looking for group. Not that many. It's very early, by the way. Today's Saturday. I don't have work, but I'm waking up early anyway, right? Just got my coffee. Yeah, so just put your looking for group on. You can shout in OOC, that kind of thing. But there's not a lot of people on the server this morning. Drives me nuts because I come home from work, I'm exhausted, I could barely keep my eyes open, and then in the morning when I'm wide awake drinking coffee, there's nobody online to play with. I should probably just join like a Euro server or something. Let's see. So this is the main part of town, right? So we just followed this path north, and this is the guy you want to talk to. So when you start, and I covered all this in my other video, but since this is a whole other guide for dark classes, evil races, whatever. You'll start with this little mysterious letter. Now, what I always do is, this is your bag. You can fill these other slots up. First thing you want to do, very first thing you want to do is buy more bags or craft more bags. You need bag space. That's your first goal. I always drag this one over here. I like this stuff over here. I put my food in it. And then I got a shield instead of a torch. You need your torch at night to see. So you get your scrolls, right? So what do I get? This is a kick. So I learned kick as a warrior, right? And then this one will give you a quest. Very important to accept that quest. The quest tells you to go to this guy, right? So if you hit J for your quests, it'll tell you to go to that guy. There's no maps. There's no markers. You got to figure it out or ask somebody, or watch a video. But this is very important. Hand this letter in, complete it, and then learning to craft. When you accept this, I would actually just not even accept it until you're ready to start a crafting profession. That way you don't got to worry about storing the little pieces that I give you, but I'll accept it just so you can see. So you hit accept, and then you hit complete, and it gives you these 2 tokens. Put these tokens in your bank if you did accept them. They're for learning professions. So learning, you can do weaponsmith or armorsmith, which both give you smelting. You can do leatherworking and tailoring, which both give you outfitting, I think. So it's like a sub-skill. You could do provisioning, which is food and drink. You can do alchemy. I think alchemy gives you smelting as well. I'm not sure. Provisioning, it has a lot of ingredients. Very good crafting system in that. Very complex. A lot of stuff gives you food that gives you food buffs, like rabbit meat and some vegetables and some other stuff give you a 30-minute plus 5% run speed or something. I don't know if the numbers are correct, but it gives you buffs like that, like plus 2 wisdom and 20 mana, right? That's a big one that clerics like to always eat. So I think food buffs are going to be a big thing in this game. It looks like a very complex system. I want to delve into it at some point. Right now I'm just focused on leveling. Anyway, I'm rambling. And then alchemy is potions, mana potions, whatever potions. And then I think that's all of them. Oh, wood fletching for bows, staves, stuff like that. And carpentry for like bank boxes and other wood-specific items. I'm not even sure, other than bank boxes. Anyway, so you could not even take that until you're ready. But when you do want to accept a profession, you only get 2, and you can't change them at this point in the game. So choose wisely. But I wouldn't even accept it so you don't got carry these around or put them in your bank until you're ready to pick something. These you must accept. These where you get your first set of gathering tools. So you hit accept, you get your mining pick. Accept, accept, accept. And then this is for recycling, scrapping. So you hit that, complete it, and it gives you a recipe. Boom, I got my recipe. So why is this important? So these quests, hit J, if you complete these parts, so you want to do these, you want to actively look for maple logs, you want to actively forage potatoes, you want to actively mine ore and turn that back in because he's going to give you more quests. And as you go through the quest line, it gives you better tools. Better tools means these are tool effectiveness 8. I think the next ones are 14, which feels like it almost doubles your gathering speed. It's not double, but it feels like it is. It's so slow to gather at first, but as you get better tools, your gathering goes up. You can also just buy tools from weaponsmiths. So now if I click this, it goes into my where to go. Where to go? So here's your adventuring tab. Here's your crafting tab. It just got equipped there. This is your inventory, just like we had. So when you click on, they go in, right? Boom. Now this one. This is a tool. No, this is a schematic. Click it. Oh, where to go, right? I've already said this in my last video, so if it sounds a little rehearsed, that's why. This is your schematics bag in your professions. That's where all your recipes go. Consider these schematics as recipes. And if you have the recipe in your schematics bag, you can use that item as long as you have the crafting skill to do it. You got your profession skills over here, which some of these don't show properly. Some of these things you might not have all your one-hand blunts or whatever showing properly. It's still early access. So that's it's very important to get these quests. It's very important to understand the crafting. Other than that, you just go kill. Just go kill level 1 stuff till you hit level 2. Talk to your trainer, buy your scroll, sell your stuff. As far as what to sell, anything that's listed as general when you kill something, it'll say, like, let me see if I could see something. See how it says general up there? But this is no trade, which means you can't trade it. Lifebound just means it stays on you when you die. Like, all your inventory items stay on your corpse. All your gear stays with you, so you can fight your way back down. But lifebound items will come with you when you die. That's all that means. But general, when you see like material that you find from monsters with general, that means currently there's no use for it. Some things are mislabeled. They might be needed for a quest or whatever. I'm hoping in the future it puts a little quest, like it'll say if it's for a quest or not. But general is usually safe to vendor. Anything that sells like materials and resources and stuff like that, which you'll see a lot of, that means it's used in some form of crafting. Just a general guideline. So sell stuff to vendors and buy your scrolls. Try to save up money for a bag to buy some bags. Or craft bags. Bags are leatherworking are your first set of bags. Tailoring also can craft higher level bags, but you won't get them. Like if you're trying to get bags now, you're not going to get them till way later. And they're like weight reduction bags, basically. So the weight reduction bags are great for casters because we don't have a lot of strength to carry a lot of stuff. So it's less slots, like a weight reduction bag. This is 10 slot. A weight reduction bag might be 8, but gives you 20% weight reduction or something like that. So it'll give you slightly less slots for weight reduction. Very good for casters, which is why they probably put it in tailoring, which is like robes and stuff. Anyway, that's the basics. Kill stuff, get to level 3, level 4, go looking for group. Again, L, looking for group. Oh, I should take that off. Nobody's going to contact me anyway. And at nighttime, this thing is filled with people looking for groups. So don't go, oh, it's a dead game. It's very early in the morning on an East Coast server. So usually on a Saturday around 10, 11 o'clock, people start waking up and getting in. And then by 8 p.m., it's rocking and rolling. What next? Okay, so I think that's the basics. Oh, so let me give you some cardinal directions like I did. This is the bank. Let me show you something else. The bank has slots here, so you want to store this stuff in your bank, like I said. But you can put bags in these slots, right? I don't know if that'll fit. Yeah. And then now, oh, well, now that one slot just turned into 10 slots. So you have all these, what is this, 8 by 3? You can put bags in. But they also, in carpentry, have bank boxes, which weigh more. This weighs 4 and has 10. A bank box, I don't know what it weighs. Let's say it weighs 20, but it has 12 slots. They're heavy. You don't want to use them in your inventory, so they're people call them bank boxes, but they give you more slots. So they're really just designed for bank storage. So once you get all your bags filled up, next thing you want to start working on is getting bank boxes for your bank so you have more storage, because this game has a lot of crafting items, a lot. And unless you just don't care about crafting items or selling them to players, and you just vendor them all, which would really be not advisable because the vendor doesn't give you a lot. I mean, at first to get you going to get spells, sure, vendor whatever you have to, but you know, it's better to save it and use it for crafting or sell it to players. Also, speaking of these vendors, they do have bags, so you don't have to rely on players. You can, and I would actually advise it's pretty simple to get 2 silver It's going to be a little struggle getting your spells and money for bags at first, but you'll get through it. But one thing you can do is buy these little 6 slots just to get going. Those extra 6 slots while you're gathering stuff help a ton. This will fill up very fast. This guy will fill up very fast as well. So that'll help a ton, and it's cheap. They got 8 slots for 5, and then they got 10 slots for 22.5. Now, 10 slots from players usually sell for anywhere. People sell them like at cost, which is like 5 silver, which is stupid. I think they just try to bring the prices down to 10 silver. I wouldn't pay more than 10 silver for a bag unless you're very desperate. So half the cost of a vendor at maximum from a player. So I would say like get like a 6 slot for 2, or maybe 1 or 2 just to get you by until you can start saving up money to get a 10 slot from a player. For 8 slots, I mean, that's not bad. You could if you wanted to go cheap, you could do 5 silver per each of these and just use 8 slots. You'll be losing out on 2, 4, 6, 8 slots, roughly a whole nother bag, but it's half the cost. So that's pretty good value, actually. Unless you can find somebody selling 10 slots for 5 or 6 silver or something like that, then all of a sudden it's not good value. Anyway, I don't want to get into all the markets and stuff. I just want to let you know there's other options. So get started, eat your scrolls, eat your spells, get your tools from this guy, start doing your quests, bang level 1 mobs till you're 2, then bang level 1 mobs till you're 3, then bang level 1 and 2 mobs. So like once you can kill whites as you level up, but it's just more efficient to kill blues. Just keep killing anything that's blue, light blue, and just go. You can go all the way up to like level 10 doing that. I think you go up to like level 6 or 7 in the newbie areas doing that. And then you can keep grinding up more if you want to. It gets a little boring. Grouping's fun in this game, so I would highly advise it. Right now, I think solo play, if you know what you're doing, is way better experience than grouping. They are going to change that, I hope, soon. They just bumped solo experience, so everybody's like, whoa, solo! So, but I think they're going to readjust it or bump up group experience. But grouping's fun, and it's not bad experience anyway, so I would highly suggest that just to get going. It is a social game. That's the whole point of it. What next? The Elf. So I got to show you Elves. Elves is weird. I can't show you how to get to town from Elves. It's a 40 to 90 minute run, depending on how lucky you are and how many times you die. I would say just let's say call it an hour to 2 hours, depending on how many times you die. Let's say that. An hour to 2 hours, depending on how many times you die trying to get there from the Elf City to this town. Also, one thing to note, your Elf City gathering quest, you got a dude like him that gives you the tools in the Elf City area. Get your tools before you make the trip, because you can't, they're 2 different quests. They're not the same quests. So you can't even finish your gathering tool quest if you come over here as an elf. So I wouldn't recommend, if you want to play an elf, I wouldn't recommend, if you're a brand new player, coming over here, unless you're okay with flip-flopping back and forth and asking for ports. Now, one of the good things is last week, the only way to get here was doing the run. They implemented wizard ports, level 15 wizards. Now get ports that can port you from this area to that area. So you can ask a port. Wizards charge for it sometimes, but a lot of them don't. I've ported a few of my alts over here, and every single wizard didn't charge me. So I think maybe if you like send them a tell and say, hey, I'm a level 1 dude, I'm going to get cash, can you port me? I think a lot of them will be like, sure, if they're not doing anything. It doesn't cost them anything. There's no regents or anything, reagents. So if they're not doing anything, they'll probably hook you up. It's a pretty good community like that. What's up, Bloodbath? So yeah, let me do that. Let me actually first. I doubt if everybody's probably busy grinding. There's not a lot of people on right now. All right, yeah. Let me create a elf character, and then I can at least show you kind of a little bit and where the wizard teleport is. I'm not going to show you the wizard teleport here, but basically, when you come on this side from there, if you're getting a teleport, there's a bind stone really close. Get to that bind stone and bind, and then run to town. There's not a lot of danger on the path from there to town, but there is a couple wolves that might get you. All right, let me make a character. I'm going to pause the video real quick. Wow. So I just made a whole segment of that video, and as I was signing off and saying goodbye, I realized I never unpaused the video, so I got to do it all over again. And I went on an adventure, man. Some really cool stuff happened too. So let me do this over again. I'm gonna feel like I'm repeating myself. So Elf City, very pretty. Well, at least it's daytime now. It was night when I started here last time, so that'll be better for the video. Just created this character. As you can see, it's very what is it, Kelethan? Is that how you pronounce the Elf City town? I really like that they did this. The flooring freaks me out a little bit. I'm not sure I like that. I know they want to show depth, maybe, but maybe having wood or something there instead of, like, it looks like I should fall through that. Look, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just weird to me. Maybe to push some netting underneath just to have this whole thing. Like, like it's just, I don't know. I don't like the flooring that they use there. Maybe a couple spots or something, but anyway, so I don't know this whole area, but I'll show you where the main areas are. They're pretty much all connected. There are some trees. I think the ranger I started as, I had to climb down the tree and then come up the lift to get here. But I think most places start here. But this is like the main hub, right? Here's your bankers just kind of sitting out here. Here is the guy that gives you the quest. So if I ate the scroll and talk to him, he gives you a quest. Again, he's different than the other guy. Let me eat my kick scroll just in case I get aggro again. I got an aggro. I had a whole adventure last time. I got aggro. I don't need my torch. I can put my shield on. That'll help me fight. Let me get in here and put my stuff on my bars. That way, like, I almost got killed by a snake. Anyway, so gathering guys there, banks there. You can't do this guy's quests over in Thronefast. This is the lift. It periodically goes up and down. Nothing to click. As you can see, very high up in the trees. I think this area looks very cool. Let's see what my frames per second is. Yeah, not bad. Ping servers are a little bit better. Something was going on with the servers. Yeah, very cool. Bindstone is right here. In case you're coming to the elf area for some reason. You want to bind, it's right there by the lift. I think there's a good newbie area around there. I don't really know this area. I just went over. I went to Thronefast. I did the run. The run, again, takes a very long time, but now you can have wizard's porches, so I'm going to show you where the wizard portal is. And then I'm going to try to get I got a ride, actually, from a wizard. Amazingly enough, an awesome wizard gave me a ride, and I didn't have the video recording like an idiot. So I went on this big adventure. Anyway, so there's the lift. Head south. I think it's like southwest. I think it's like over here, but just head down. This is the way I go because it's a nice path, easy to follow. And then I just head over to this area over here. These things don't... Oh, he will attack me. And he's moving. They're usually stationary and not moving. Why is that one moving? Frogs will not attack me. So, Froggy is safe. And the cats will attack you, I think, are the only things that will attack you. So, I'm just going to keep on my southerly direction. This is not where I swam last time, but whatever. One thing I wanted to point out is that I think is really cool is, look, there's current in the water. It's carrying me away. I don't think I've ever seen that in a video game. Where the current, you actually got to swim against the current, and if you like swim, see how I'll swim right at that hatchling, it's kind of pushing me over. It reminds me when I was a kid, I lived in Maryland, and near the Chesapeake River, and we swam across it. It was a huge river, and it had a flow. It literally, Chesapeake River looks like this sometimes, like as it's flowing, and it's huge. It's pretty big swim, and we were dumb. Probably, God, I don't know. I was 11 or 12, probably 11, and we swam across it, which was dumb. So many dumb things. I'm surprised I'm still here all the dumb things I did as a kid. But what we weren't expecting was the current to push us so far. It pushed us so far downriver. Like, we had to walk all the way back, and then we didn't want to swim across again, so we had to, like, walk all the way over the bridge. It was crazy. Anyway, so we went southwest, so we're going to continue south. Con things, he's going to attack me. Usually these guys are stationary and won't attack you even if you get close to them. But that one was moving, so I don't trust them now. Forager should be okay. These little bugs should be okay. These lynxes will attack you, though. They will attack you. So south is where we want to go without getting a lynx in our face. Wow, I could see these lynxes. I don't even know how I got through there at nighttime. I couldn't see all this stuff when I ran through here at night. All right, so see these cliffs over here? I know it's close to that. It's like on this side of the cliff. So I'm a little bit more west than I was last time. I don't think these foxes are bad. They're good. So it's just the lynxes that you got to worry about. So south, kind of southwestish. It should be right around here. So, yeah, so if you see these cliffs, I remember when I was looking for it, I went up one of those cliffs. If you see those cliffs, it's just a little bit west. It's probably right up here on this hill, actually. Let me go back up. But it's like south, there it is. Yeah, right up on this hill. So just give you another view. Oh, shit. No! I don't know what con he is. I'm going to run. Here's the wizard port. At least I'm here, and if I die, I showed you this. Things are always trying to ruin my videos. Oh, I might be able to kill him. He's white con. Yeah, I can kill him. I didn't have my abilities set up last time. He almost got me. Here's my experience. If you want to look what one kill does. Down here, lower left. Boom, look at that. Almost a full bub. So probably 12 to 13 kills. Here's a resource. And then you could skin him if he had tools. So this is the wizard port, southwest from the dock, up that little hill. Let's see if I can find a wizard again. This is where I was at. I was like, let me just ask a wizard and see. So hit L, go to who, go to filter. You want wizards 15 plus class, wizard. Any zone, hit OK. And this is a guy. I'm going to ask you again. Let's see if he'll say yes. But he was the guy I just asked you. He was like, yeah, sure, I'll port you. If he's busy, I'll just ask somebody else. And if we can't get anybody, it's no big deal. I'll just start the video over. But basically, once you get to the port there, you either want to run straight to town or run to the bind point. So let's ask... And if I was gonna say, and if this person can't do it, then I'm not gonna ask these two people. They're in groups, so I'm not gonna bother them. But that's awesome. So you just sit here. So that's it. Just ask your friendly wizard. It's very nice if you have some money to tip them. I think 10 silver would be a good tip for something like this. 10 silver to 1 gold would definitely be good. But as a new player, like, you don't have that. So, you know, I think that's the bane of a wizard, to be porting people, new players, if they want to, if they got the time. Just make sure nothing kills me. Now, the hard part is going to be trying to get to the... I'm going to shoot for the bindstone. So when we get to the other area, you can either try to get to the path and run to the town. There's not a lot that's going to attack you on the town, on the way to the town. Oh, Slang Time. That's a cool guild. They're like, on this server, they're like... They're like a mass invite guild, but everybody's cool on the server, so it's not like usually mass invite guilds on games. They're just full of horrible people. It's like, you know, just because the kind of community is, so you don't get that a lot. Can you do a buy? All right, so now we're here. So north of us, there's a path down, but I think there's hostile mobs down there. The path is to the east of us, and to the south of us is where people fight stuff. So my goal is going to be to kind of drop down here and not get aggro from any of this stuff, because it's all high level. So I'm just going to drop down here. It's these Howler pups, I think, will attack. Nope, they're Cold Stare. So we're good with him. So anything, you just con them, and anything that says attack, you can, there's a lure you could get. I was there last time. Somebody hasn't got that yet. There's Maple Tree that you could get. Good, he's killing stuff. Alright, but the boars, I'm not worried about them. Yeah, it was nighttime last time too, so it was hard to see all this stuff. I think maybe if I follow this down and around, it might lead me out with less monsters. But yeah, just hug like cliff walls and stuff like that. There's a quest giver right here. So if you want to look at the map to see where you're at, the online map, that person, that Leaf Strider will be on there, a quest giver, or quest person. So you can kind of see where we're at on the map. Here, I'll give you a Luke too. I don't want to mess around too much because something will attack me. There's a Luke on the screen if you need it. So we're just heading east. Here's the path. I just want to get to that path without anything attacking me. Looks much easier. It was nighttime last time I was here, so, and there was bandits and everything running around for some reason. All right, so you can go north to town, or what I like to do, which I think is safer, is just boogie right to this bridge, and there's a bind stone, and just get your bind in. Now, if anything kills you once you're bound, it don't matter, right? Boom. Now I'm pretty much safe at this point, I think. That spider is not KOS to us. It's indifferent, so we're good. Now I'm safe. Now I'm 100%. I'm good. So if I die, I start there. Now I can run north all the way to Thronefast. And thank you very much, Fade. Even though you weren't in the video, you gave me a port the first time. And Elon, thank you very much. Elaine or Elon? I don't know. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Made the video better. I guess I'll just I'll run all the way to town because we're pretty far back. That's not town. That's the bridge. This is a whole castle area that they're going to put in at some point. These are maple trees that you could chop down, get wood. You could trade that wood for boxes or sell it or make your own bank boxes, or for, you know, all this is how you find resources. You just walk around. Early morning's great. You're playing prime time, it's hard to find resources because they just get snapped up so quick. But early morning, when there's not a lot of people on the server, it's a great time to run around and just gather resources. Here, let me use my sprint. So sprint, shift, slow. It makes you run faster, but slowly consumes. Don't let it go all the way out. Some more ore up there. Nobody got. Don't let it go all the way out because you can't use it again. Like right now, I can give myself another little boost. But if I ran it all the way out, it won't let me use it again. Here, watch. You'll go into an exhausted state. Say exhausted, and it won't let you use it again, no matter how much you push it, until it goes all the way out. Which was dumb because of now, if I get into trouble, I can't sprint past it. Some more ore, just all kinds of ore. Look at that. Makes me just want to run around, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump on my dude, and I'm going to look for a group, and I'm just going to run around and gather while I'm looking for a group. Because it's usually hard to find groups this early in the morning. There's not a lot of players on. But my one warning, the only thing I think that will harm you on this path is right behind this cliff, there's a wolf. So if you don't bind and you opt to go this way, you want to be very careful here. I think there's a little wolf pup. You could probably make it past him if he aggroes on you, but what I would recommend is going out here, because there's nothing really dangerous out here, and just just veer off where they see him. There he is. That little sucker. Yeah, so he's actually not even that dangerous. You could kill him if he attacks you. Level 1, you can kill a level 1. Spiders are indifferent, so. But, like, if you run past and he's, like, close to the path, he'll kill you. Let's see how close I gotta get to him. So if, like, he's, like, right here hiding behind this bush, he could attack you. He's not even attacking me. What the heck? He came at me before. You come at me, bro. Alright, so whatever, maybe they changed him. He definitely attacked me before, and I just ran. I didn't even bother to con him. I was just like sprinting. But we're almost to town, I think. I think the town is right around this corner. And then we'll be right where the skelly camps are. That I showed you earlier, where the evil starting class is. And then I got myself an elf. So the wizard ports made this infinitely easier to travel to Thronefast and back and forth. Literally an hour plus run through dangerous territories with high level monsters all over the place, all aggressive and will attack you. Wow, I can't believe we made it. Thank you to the wizards. Very helpful. I love this community. Not everybody's perfect. There's a lot of people come in trolling. There's people that come in and don't like the game and regret their purchase, and then they try to go out with a bang. You know what I mean? But for the most part, everybody's pretty chill. And here we are, back at Thronefast, right at the well. Did I hand my thing in? I never handed it in. Yeah, so you gotta go to Lika. I'll just get that out of my inventory. I'll probably end up deleting this character anyway, but... And then there's all kinds of people in this town. Explore this town very well. The bank, again, is here. But all the crafting guides and stuff are here. And that's it. We're back. We're back to the start. There's Vexed. I seen him earlier running around. Alright, that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully that was helpful to you. Give me a like, thumbs up, and all that jazz. Subscribe if you haven't. And again, I appreciate all those comments on my last video. That was wild. That was really wild. See you guys in the next one.